Hello, my hearties. A very, very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McCLUE. Welcome. So glad you could come and join us Saturday night. Nothing gets past me, of course, and with so much to get through tonight and so little time to do it in. So do come and join us as soon as you possibly can. We're live on YouTube and TikTok. We've only got an hour, and we'll see what we can do in that time. So welcome, I say. How lovely to have you with us. Tell 10 that Scottie is live big style. Now then, I'll just see if we can adjust the camera for you. A little bit close tonight, of course, but that's the name of the game. Dinky-Doo, says the wonderful Ian Hales. Ian, how lovely to have you with us, and Dinky-Doo on the YouTube channel, and of course Dinky-Doo to everybody on the TikTok channel. Now, spread the word, let everybody know that we're on, and also tell us where you're watching from. That, I think, is very, very important. Always let us know where you're watching from and what's to do, I say to you. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you very much for joining us. And there's Big Yankee. So are you from America, Big Yankee? Do tell us more, I say to you. Tremendous stuff. Scottie, is there any chance I could call you? Do you know much about the power of eternity? Is that right? Dinky-Doo, Scottie, lol, says the wonderful William Cadell. Dinky-Doo, you had a shave recently, Scottie. Yeah, I do apologise for my face. A bit of an outbreak there. I think I've irritated it in some way, I would say to you. William's from Carnbro in Coatbrig. Lovely, lovely, William. Victoria in Australia, says Buckle. Wonderful, Buckle. How fantastic is that? We absolutely love it. And who else have we got here? Dinky-Doo. I say to you, oh, there seems to be a problem with the TikTok tonight. What I'll do, guys, I'll pop back down and pop back up again. So stick with your TikTok. Keep it on, McCLUE, and we'll see if we can sort this for you. Bit of a problem, actually. I'll just pop that off just now. Hi, Scottie. It's David and John. Dinky-Doo. Power of attorney. All right, Glenn. Yes, we'll talk about that. Scottie, do you play golf? Do you know, William? I've never played golf in my life. Is that not absolutely amazing? Never played golf in my life. Right, let's see if we go live again on the TikTok and see if we can get everything sorted. Go live. Go live. Wonderful stuff. And then we can see what is what. So we should be going live on TikTok again right now, guys. And we'll see if we've got a problem or back in business. Dinky-Doo, TikTokers, SHO, and a very welcome. My beautiful YouTubers, good evening, Dinky-Doo. You could caddy for me. Well, William, I have caddied before. Caddy for Mr. Cadell. Absolutely. And do you know where the term caddy comes from? It's Mary, Queen of Scots. And golf, of course, was founded in the 1600s, wasn't it, at Leith Links. But before that, Mary, Queen of Scots, played a sort of game of golf. And she had young army cadets from France known as les cadets. And that's where it came from. So it's not C-A-D-D-Y, it's les cadets, the cadet. Fantastic stuff. Charlie's just joined us. Welcome, Charlie. Lovely to have you with us. And everybody tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. We'll see if we can sort out the problem there. Can I call you and discuss it? You can, Glenn. Yes, absolutely. There's Susan. Good evening, Scottie. Good evening, Susan. How lovely to have you with us. Brilliant, Scottie. Did you like that, William? A wee tale. There's always a wee tale to tell on Scottie McCLUE Live. Dinky-Doo. Aaron, how lovely to have you with us. And a very, very warm welcome, I say. What a warm night. How do I set a live video link for people to click on before the stream starts? There we are. Start a scheduled mobile live stream on your phone or tablet. Open the YouTube app, tap Create, go live, and tap Calendar. Right, well, right, or how to set. I thought this was, you wanted to set a F document, but this is how to set it. We love that. I'm going to bring the old YouTube a bit closer to hand, and then I can see what's what without looking away. Good one. I said I would tell you how to do it. You did, F document. You said that. Let's see what's happening. You're live at Scotty's phone in. Who is that?
Hiya, Scotty DINKY-DOO.
Ah, Glenn DINKY-DOO, welcome. How's it going?
How you doing? It's up and down, to be honest, because I'm at mum's for a few days, and I've got one or two problems going on at the moment.
Right.
I'm being in a secure unit.
Well, Glenn, feel free to talk on here, because as I say, nobody knows who you are on here.
Yeah.
You know, you're not identified or anything like that. You're just Glenn. And that's the way to be. Can I say a very good evening? Glenn, can I say good evening to Murray O'Donnell tonight? Murray's just joined us.
Do you know much about a power of attorney, Scotty?
Well, only that it's if somebody isn't really able to make the decisions or isn't able to get to banks or isn't able to get to lawyers, then a member of their family or a close friend or whatever can be nominated with the power of attorney. But it's a bit of a double-edged sword, because you've got to get that sorted while the person is still regarded as being able to make that decision. And that's the tough one. So, you know, if it was, let's just say it was an elderly parent and they had quite serious dementia or Alzheimer's or something like that, which is very harsh talking about this, I know, but that could actually be a bit of a problem.
Right.
You see?
What route do you go down then? What route would you go down for that then, Scott?
Well, that's the one. I mean, if it's somebody like a son or a daughter, then I think you could probably talk about it. It's not too difficult to find out, Glenn. You see, I've never actually used it, so I can't talk with any, you know, great knowledge of it. So, but it won't be too difficult to find out. I could tell you that. And you could probably check it out online. You could probably check it out with, you know, counsel, with what would be involved if somebody had to go into care, things like that, you know. Well, I apologize for my face tonight. Not the irritation, just for my face.
So it's things like citizens advising, Scotty, and legal aid.
Yeah, I mean, they would know about it, Glenn. There's absolutely no doubt about it, because you want to get all the details and you want to get as much information as possible.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that probably would be a way to go from that point of view.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a big weight, isn't it?
Yes, it's a lot of responsibility, and it's very anxiety making for family. And have an idea, definitely. I'm not going to pry, but have an idea where you're coming from with this, you know?
Yeah, no doubt,
Yeah, absolutely. So look into this week. Don't get anxious. Just look in, because there's plenty of information out there. But as far as I understand, the person you're taking the power of attorney for has to actually agree to make the decision themselves.
Right, yeah.
You know, so it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. It's what, La?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a double-sided.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword, that one, you know, because the person you're operating for, you have to have their permission, because it's their affairs.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not the ones who's capable of dealing with that, are they, at the moment?
No. And also it just depends. But I mean, it might be something temporary, you know. I mean, for instance, there could be confusion caused by, you know, a bit of an illness, and that could be sorted out. You know, if somebody had an infection and, you know, the toxins weren't clearing, then it could be affecting their mind. And if you can get that cleared, you know, you could sort their mind out again, you know, from that point of view. I'll see what I'll do, Glenn. I'll put it out to the nation, well, all the nations, and we'll see if we can get a response. I've got a wee problem with TikTok tonight. I'm just wondering if something's down. Murray O'Donnell, what are you doing? Murray O'Donnell has just sent £20, Glenn. Now, you know how generous that man is.
Scotty, that'll pay for your gas and electric bill.
No, well, I wanted to go towards the program. But Murray has just been so kind. He's been such a backer to this show.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I hope Murray gets a real buzz out of this show. You know, I know a lot of people do, because I get all the emails during the week, you know, and they go, the show's fantastic, Scotty, don't give it up, you know?
I've recovered from my eye problem anyway, Scott. That's all gone.
Right, good man. No, I knew that would. Yeah. I knew that wouldn't go so far. There's William saying, Scotty, do you have sunburn? No, it's psoriasis, I think.
The eye drops and a bit of TLC, Scotty. That's all it takes, isn't it?
Hey, Glenn, even a bit of TLC helps.
Definitely. We don't get much of that these days, do we?
No, we don't get enough of that these days. That's the problem, I say to you. Lovely talking to you, and we will catch up again soon.
Nice one. Scotty, do you, you know, when you get flu?
Yes.
You know, like when you get colds and that, it really seems to hit us men more than the ladies at times.
Man flu.
Yeah, man flu.
Man flu. That's I think because the men probably are working too hard.
Definitely, yeah, Scotty. I mean, unlike your old caller who was carrying breaks when she was so many weeks pregnant, 8 months pregnant.
What was she like? She's still good value, isn't she?
She's brilliant. Are they the best? They're going to be your best callers, then, Scotty.
I think so. I think that's. I think it's pretty amazing.
And the one that we're building, what were you doing? Building something abroad or something?
Yep, absolutely.
You can't get enough of the old 90s nostalgia, can you?
Well, no, I mean, that stuff was just, these people were brilliant radio.
Entertainment.
You know? Yeah, they were great entertainment. There's nothing to touch that now. We've lost our way a bit with entertainment. You know, and we need to, you know, we really need to start backing our entertainers, our comedians, the people that can make us laugh in the hardest of times.
Can you imagine if you'd have had Mr. Martin and the old man, or the old miserable old man in studio?
The old git.
In studio, having man in studio with you, Scotty. It'd have been a...
People would just be loving it because there's nothing like it. It's all far too tame.
Live at the Apollo with Scotty.
Live at the Apollo with Scotty McCLUE.
Brilliant.
Dinky-Doo, La. Thanks again.
Dinky-Doo, Scotty. Have a good one anyway, Scotty.
And you, La. You look after you. Thanks, Glenn. Love you lots, La. What a nice man. There we are. That's our Glenn. And if anybody does know about power of attorney, do please let us know. Murray O'Donnell, what an absolute gent. So very, very kind of you. You're on the old sauce tonight, says Liam. Liam, why would you say that? I haven't been on sauce for about 10 years. You know, I mean, it's just so strange. You're on the old sauce, are you having a drink of the... Do you know what I mean? No. Absolutely. Are people out at the barbecues tonight, I wonder? I've got a bit of a TikTok challenge, guys. And I'm going to pop down again and then pop up. Hello, how are we, says Kareem. Kareem, I've got a TikTok challenge tonight. I'm just wondering if there's a problem, you know, on a wider platform. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop off the TikTok and I'm going to pop back on it and just see what's what. I think that's the best plan, don't you? There we are. And we'll see if we can get back onto the live again, see what's what. Because it should be doing much, much, much bigger business than that, I'd say to you. Scotty, you have sunburn? No, William, I've told you it's psoriasis. You know, that's what took the beard off. And it's on a wee bit. Susan says, man flu laws F document. Murray, thank you so much for that. Murray has tapped the dollar bill at the bottom of the YouTube channel and just sent me £20. Is that not beautiful? That man has been so generous and has backed this show all the way. Just incredible. Thank you, Murray. So there we are. We're letting everybody know on the TikTok. We'll see what's happening, guys, but we might have a problem tonight, but hopefully not. Fingers crossed. Cross your fingers. Yes, indeed. Glenn, you can go to a lawyer to get power of attorney done, says Susan. Absolutely, Susan. I wanted him to find out as much as possible about it before he did. Bad signal, Russian interference. No, John, I don't think it is. I don't know what the challenge is on the TikTok tonight, but it's gone very, very strange. Lots and lots of you joining us, having said that, on the YouTube, and that's always good stuff. Why don't you get on local radio? You need to get on F document. There's talk of local radio being done away with. I mean, most of the big commercial brands are not local anymore to the place that started. So they're playing out, right across. They've joined all the stations up. So local radio's kind of had its day. I think the BBC are in the process of doing something strange to local radio, and that's not so good. Absolutely. Kay, that would be nice if we could. Sorry, Caden. Yes, that would be nice if we could, I'd say to you. Come and join us, folks. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. And we'll keep going and seeing if we can get the old TikTok started up, see what's happening. If anybody's watching the YouTube, could you pop over to the TikTok at Scottie McClue and see if you can get onto it? It'd be quite good to know what's going on there, I say to you. Hello, Scottie. Hello, Kareem. How are we tonight? Are we dinky-doo? We'll maybe get a call and get a bit of chat going. That would be lovely. It's the most beautiful, beautiful evening out there, guys. But I do apologize if we've got a TikTok problem. But Kareem, you were on the TikTok. Did you get on okay? There we are. You're not showing on TikTok, says Kareem. Aha! That would explain it, Kareem. I wonder why. So there we go. So what I'll do, I'll end that, and we'll see what's happening on the old YouTube. You're live with Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Dinky-Doo, it's Kareem Scottie.
Kareem Dinky-Doo. So what's happening when you go onto the TikTok? Nothing.
Well, they're not showing live at all
at
the moment. So I just went over and had a wee look there.
I wonder why that is. So you can't see, you can just see the channel, but you can't see the live.
Normally when somebody's live, they're at the top of the screen and there's the wee circle and it says live on it. And
live.
Not showing there at all.
Hi, Scottie. Yes, Dinky-Doo. Right. Let's see what is what here.
Sometimes TikTok can go down a bit of gremlins. It does happen at times.
The wee gremlins that can go down and get in. Well, I'm going to keep working at it, Kareem, because you know what I'm like. Once we start something, we get on with it and see if we can get it sorted. As you say, sometimes platforms do go down, and but then you wouldn't have been able to get on it at all, you see. So that's quite strange. Anyway, I've just gone back to it, so we'll see what happens this time round. Lovely to hear you. We'll get everybody onto the YouTube tonight.
Yes. Well, we'll get them onto TikTok as well, because there'll be people wanting to watch you on TikTok. Get
the stuff. Well, I've had a lot of super feedback about the show, and people saying, "Oh no, do not give this up. It's growing beautifully."
Yes. Well, Scottie, it is. I mean, every week, when you come on, consistency, people know you're on at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they like listening in. And I've noticed recently, there's a lot of younger people coming listening as well. And that's important.
Yes, because it's the next generation discovering Scottie McClue.
Yes. And they don't have this, what they've got nowadays. Like you've said it many times, the radio, it's just like a robot, music on, jukebox, and, what's this? This gentleman's here speaking, these people are calling, and you can talk about anything. So, I think it's important. And we don't have it.
I mean, I've watched a couple of phone-in programs this week on the telly, and it's been quite poor, and there's been all that news. I'll tell you what somebody was saying, Kareem. All the news we had about the missing sub and how we were cheated, that people knew last Sunday night that the sub had imploded. And we didn't hear about it. Was it Thursday? Wednesday, Thursday, we were told.
Yeah.
Now, all that rescue and everybody going, oh, I do hope they're all right, you know, and they're running out of oxygen and that. The mainstream media could have come on and said, no, the submarine debris has been found, the submarine imploded, and we knew this on Sunday night, you know?
Well, that wouldn't sell stories. And, you know, a lot of people have really invested a lot of time and research and really were drawn into it, you know, and then obviously I think as the week goes on, people are starting, wait a minute here, we're hearing stuff from experts, what's happening. It's a shame what's happening, but it's, I don't know, it's, what's the saying, play silly games and win silly prizes.
Yeah, absolutely, you know, and I mean, yes, but the other thing I was hearing, and I don't want to sound conspiratorial because there's enough of that going on, but another thing I was thinking is that was there other stuff going on and the submarine story was a distraction for the rest of us throughout the week, you know?
I thought that as well, Scotty, because whenever anything, and I know it's terrible to say like a non-story, I'm not saying that with the submarine, but there's lots of other wee things where, you know, it's like a non-story. If you look at Mr. Schofield and the fiasco with all that, and then
Mr. Schofield, and then the inquiry going on at the moment, and all that sort of stuff going on in America. You know what I mean? Yeah,
and it's you could absolutely 100%. What else is going on that we don't want people to know or to read in or to have anger about? You know?
Yeah.
It's
very strange, Kareem, I said to you.
Well, Scotty, tomorrow I am going on holiday again. I'm away to the Canaries.
Oh, wow.
So next Saturday when I call you, it will be abroad.
Wonderful. And remember, you deserve every bit of it. Kareem, can I ask a slightly personal question? Have you ever seen a charge for McCLUE on your phone bill?
Nothing at all.
Good. That's excellent. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah,
that's excellent. So it's obviously all included in the bundle.
If I was to donate money on YouTube, it's like Google Pay it comes from. And I think obviously with TikTok, it's your coins. So that comes, nothing is directed. I think the only time it would be, I'm not, you know, since I've given, is it GoFundMe you've got? I think it's,
no, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about just an actual charge for the phone calls.
No, nothing at all.
Nothing on that. That's the winner. That's the one, Kareem. That is absolutely excellent. I'm just going to keep restarting and going live until we see if there is a problem, if something comes back up again.
Yes,
that would be excellent. As I do apologize for my face tonight. The irritation just for my face.
No, but the weather's been outstanding, and it's nice to get a bit of rain at the moment, you know, just the plants and that, you know.
But you know what? I wonder if this could be something like my father had this in India, and it was called prickly heat.
Right.
You know, so I'm just interested, is there such a thing as prickly heat?
Okay.
You know, from that point of view. So I'll maybe get some advice on it. Now, Kareem, have a lovely, lovely holiday. And I'm glad you conquered all your flying stuff.
Yes, well, remember, I'm not going to lie, Scotty, I am nervous, but I'll be prepared tomorrow more than what I will last year. I've got my headphones to watch Netflix, to keep my mind distracted. I've ordered food as well, so all these wee things break, kills time. So.
And just chill, and remember, McCLUE's thinking about you. So just remember when you're feeling anxious, the big booming voice will be going, Kareem, just chill.
Scotty, thank you, dear. Listen, have a great week, okay?
Bless you. Thanks, Kareem. Ta-ra. Top man. That's our Kareem. What a fabulous guy. So there we are. You're not showing on TikTok, Scotty. Are you right, Scotty? We're being played by all angles at the media. I think we are, Thomas. I really, really think we are. So there we are. Bizarre suicide mission, says John. You're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
It's me, it's David's son. How are you?
David's son, how are you? Well, I'm a wee bit sorry that I can't get on the TikTok.
I know, son, I can see that on the screen, the big screen, you know.
You know, that's a bit of a shame. And
I'm not,
because it's always a good shout there, you know.
I know, son, of course it is. You know, I mean, there's something. Just about 5 minutes ago, there was a wee problem. Even on screen, you were sticking. But anyway, somebody did announce that. I did see it. You're frozen too, but you're back to normal.
Back to normal, my boy, yes, and see what is what.
Yeah. Listen, son, don't you worry about your wee face, your psoriasis.
My wee
That's
face.
just, you know, it's a bad thing, psoriasis, of course. I understand all that.
Well, I thought I better apologise for my face, but just for my face.
and poor Kareem's, I didn't know, Kareem's a great guy. He's gone his holidays, he's scared of flying.
Yes, he's going flying, and the flying makes him a bit nervous. I know. Do you fly yourself, Davey?
I've been a lot of flights all over the world years ago. I've done a lot of things. But I first went on an aeroplane, I was terrified. Oh yes, I was.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then when it was taking off, it's true what they say, they give you a wee sweetie.
Oh yes.
And actually your ears pop.
Yes, that's right. They used to give you a barley sugar.
There you go, a wee barley sugar.
A wee barley sugar.
Oh yes. Aye.
Oh yes. I think we've got a wee outage here, Davey.
Right.
So that's what's going on there. Yes, it looks like we've got a wee outage tonight. So we'll just see.
How are you going to fix it, my friend?
Well, I can't fix it. I think it's what we used to say in television, due to circumstances out with our control.
Yeah.
So I think that's
your control.
Without your control. So I think that's what's happening here. I'm just checking it up here. Yeah.
Keep checking it. Keep checking it,
and then it'll maybe come back in. You see, and we can get sorted out. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. We've got a wee outage there.
So TikTok is a bit unusual, actually. You know what I mean?
Oh, because it's fabulous.
YouTube it does this.
Yes, you can get, all platforms, because it's a technical thing. And I understand it. The only thing is, when you're doing a live show, it's a wee bit of a nuisance, you know what I mean? Because everybody's trying to get Scottie McClue, and there'll be folk going around going, oh, he's not on the night.
Do you know what it's all about? It's because you're a computer, right? You are a bit of a computer wizard. You move around from bit of your house to another room, and I love the background. It's lovely and grey.
Lovely and grey tonight, yes, very nice. The eggshell grey, I think it is. Or is it eggshell blue?
It's very fresh, you know.
Isn't that absolutely lovely?
And we, Glenn, do you know what's interesting? Power of attorney. It's everybody's got to get involved in power of attorney. Oh yeah,
yes.
You know,
Davey, do you know a bit about that? Could we point Glenn in the right direction?
Well, my dad died 3 weeks ago.
Oh, Davey, I never knew that.
No, it's okay, Scotty. Do you know what? It's okay. He was 83.
Oh, bless him.
And I went up to see him. That day, and I was holding his wee hand with all my family. But he said to me, he was trying to speak. He said, "That's your stomach," you know. So on. But anyway,
David, can I tell you? Sorry. Go on, David. No, go on.
And he just said to me, I want to go and get my mum and daddy.
Oh, yes, that was him, what they call transitioning, Davey.
Yeah.
That was him moving close to the family.
Yes. And that was the day, he died on the day of the Grand National.
Oh, bless him.
But he put his horses on.
Oh, bless him.
Before he passed away. My dad done the horses for years.
Uh-huh.
My dad was a horseman.
Aye.
And when he passed away at 5 o'clock in the morning on the Grand National Day.
Oh, wow.
And I said, he never got to see his wee horse coming in.
Oh, bless him.
You know what? He's flying high with his parents up in the sky.
He is. He's flying high, Davy. And I'll tell you, I've got to tell you my wee joke. Somebody says, never back a horse that's too well bred. Because when it leaves the starting gate, it'll stop and turn round and shut it.
Yeah, you go. Scotty, I'm concerned about horses or this Grand National and the National Ascot, because horses are dying on the field, did you know?
Yes, and I think a lot of people get very worried about that, Davy. It's a tough one, that, and of course it puts a downer on everything when one of the horses dies or has to be destroyed. You know.
Oh yes. Do you think I'm not a boo? But do you think that it should be abolished?
Well, I think maybe they should make some of the jumps less dangerous to the horse. You know, but it is very exciting. I mean, horse racing, they called it the sport of kings. And at Royal Ascot, I saw the King Charles had a winner.
Yeah, he got a winner, did he?
He got a winner, right? And, I thought that was amazing. But can I tell you a wee story when you were talking about your dad there, Davy? I was once doing a massive show on the radio. And the calls were just coming in thick and fast, as you remember. And this lad phoned me, a youngish lad, and said, Scotty, can I talk seriously to you? I said, of course you can. Because, we used to have a lot of fun and a lot of laughter, but I thought, you can always talk seriously to Scotty McClue. And I said, yes, of course we can talk seriously. He says, well, Scotty, my dad died, and I don't really know what to do. I'm sort of really... I'm absolutely lost without and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So we chatted away. And we talked about this, and we talked about that, and we talked about the next thing. And I said to him, can I ask you a question? He went, yes, Scotty, of course. I says, when did your dad die? And I was expecting him to say 6 months ago. He said to me about half an hour ago. Now, the first thing this man had done was phone Scotty McClue.
There you go. He just thought he would phone you and have the discussion. You know,
and I just blew my brain. I thought, because I was really expecting him to say, about 3 months ago or 6 months ago or last year. And I'm struggling a bit without him, kind of thing. He says about half an hour ago. It's either half an hour or 40 minutes. Can't remember. But his dad had just passed away.
Passed away, yeah.
And he thought, what did I do? And he phoned McClue.
It's strange. My dad was the very, very last man standing, because my mum died many years ago with breast cancer. All my aunties died with breast cancer, and he was the last man standing. Also, his parents died years ago, and his parents my dad was the last man ever standing up to 3 weeks ago. And he 83.
Bless him.
Great time.
Great time, and he had a lovely, lovely son in you. So there you go.
Oh, of course, definitely. Including my sisters and what have you.
And you'd have made his life. He had his family there, and you'd have made his life.
Yeah, he had a horse and carter at the end. You know what I mean, and such. But Scotty, I'm a bit strange sometimes. Right, can I tell you something, a secret?
Of course, you can tell me anything. If it's a secret, just remember that up to 2 billion will hear it.
I often don't go to funerals. Do you know why I don't go to funerals?
Go on.
Because I want to celebrate their life.
Davy, what a fantastic thing to say. You're 100% correct.
I can go to funerals if I want, but if I don't choose to go, I'll not go.
Yes, you're 100%, because nowadays, my father's funeral was massive, and there was it was a celebration of his life.
That's right. That's the way it should be.
Yes.
So I was thinking, I'll not go to certain funerals. I will do what I want to celebrate their life.
Yes, absolutely. I think, fantastic stuff.
Honestly, and it's amazing just the way you want to do it. But then some people say sometimes, why are you not going to this funeral?
No.
And I just say, because I'm different. I want to celebrate it my way.
And I lost a big friend about 4 years ago, and I didn't go to the funeral. And if nobody said anything to me, but if anybody had said anything, I would just have said to them, because it was too much. It was too much for me to deal with.
Yeah, you've got that in one bag. That's right, my friend. You know what I mean?
Here's Susan saying, so sorry for your loss, David. Isn't that lovely?
That's lovely, of course.
She is one super lady.
Bit, you know?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. And there's so much quality chat on here. I absolutely love it.
Great.
I've only managed to pop up live a couple of times in the week, but it's been massive. And that TikTok is huge.
I mean, when you popped up Wednesday night, that was a good night.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But so to end this conversation, so that these 5 men died under the sea.
Yes, as we were talking about last week, but I was very annoyed at the media for not telling everyone and having people going, oh, I do hope they're okay. I do hope they'll come up.
There you go. And this is not over. Money has changed hands, Scotty. Someone was paid money. They were put into that wee thing. And there's things out there we don't know yet.
No, absolutely. Very, very strange, the whole thing. But also, as Kareem was saying, that doesn't sell newspapers and get people watch the telly if you just, because it's over. But I was thinking, but hang on a minute, what else were they not covering? What else was happening? While we were looking one way, what was going on the other way?
And a young son who went to Glasgow University, he didn't want to go on that ship. That's all came out.
No, it's very, very sad. But anyway, we'll not go there because the poor families. I think the only thing that I think we can all take comfort in, Davey, was that it was very, very quick.
Very, very, millionaires.
Yes.
I just think leave that Titanic alone. Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. It's people's grave.
That's right. There's a lot of souls down there.
Yeah, leave it alone. There's a lot of souls down there, and okay, so they found it once. Great. It was interesting to see. Leave it alone now.
Leave it alone. There's a lot of these souls down under that sea. Thousands of souls, Oh, goodness gracious.
I know, absolutely. Listen, tonight, as always, has been a joy listening to you. And did you see I popped up a wee video about you and I talking this week?
Oh, did you pop it up?
Yes.
I didn't see it.
Right, you'll get it on the YouTube.
Right, I'll go to YouTube.
And you're the star of the show.
You're a great man.
So there you are. I'll tell you, I'll leave you with a wee funny.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too. And I'm going to leave you with a wee funny, Davey.
Go.
This guy says, I'm getting married. He says, I think you should forget that and retrain as a lion tamer. And the guy goes, why would I do that? He says, because then you could only get your head bitten off once.
Well, that's really probably true. Do you know what I mean?
Crazy stuff. Love you lots, buddy. See you, Dave.
Oh, brilliant.
See you, Lana.
You stick your tongue out and say...
Stick your tongue out and say ta-ta-ta-ta. Fantastic. Lovely to hear David tonight. Always sad when someone departs. John, absolutely. They were wonderful, Murray O'Donnell. I can't thank Murray enough. Here's Susan. The cost of an LPA for health and welfare and financial affairs costs around £600. It's done through solicitors. It takes almost a year to put in place. Quite a lengthy process. Thank you, Susan, for that. Fantastic stuff and great to hear from you. Always a good call from Susan. Highly intelligent young lady. So there we go. If you've just joined us, a very, very warm welcome. You're watching Scottie McClue. We are, of course, live tonight. We've got a problem with the TikTok platform. So there you go. So it's not anything to do, it's not anything I can fix. So there we go. So my apologies for that tonight. And you'll see, if you look it up, you'll see there's been an outage there. So we'll keep trying, though. We'll keep trying and see if we can get it back before the end of the show. But we're missing our TikTokers tonight, but we're loving our YouTubers. And that's what matters. Fantastic. So DINKY-DOO. Lovely that we're all with us. Come and join us. Give us a quick call if you want to come on. Oh my goodness, we've been up for 40 minutes already. Where does the time go, guys? If you want to give us a call, 0141 628 9795. 0141 628 9795. Change of background tonight. We're in the West Wing at McCLUE Towers, and a lot of you will be out barbecuing. Lots of you will be watching the telly. Lots of you will have gone. Anybody at Glastonbury? If you're watching from Glastonbury, give us a call. Susan, it's okay. The Great Life, 83. Davey, 83. You know, you can't really quibble with that. Fantastic. Just on, I had a power cut since 7:30. Neil O'Gormley down in Bournemouth. Am I right, Neil? There we are. Fantastic stuff. Oh, there's great feedback here, guys. Thomas earlier was talking about the stories and saying, you're right, Scottie, we're being played at all angles by the media, all angles of the media. And he's quite right. So there you go. So we've got a bit of a problem. We've got an outage on the TikTok tonight, guys. And for that, I can only apologize. Apologize. Fantastic. I wonder if we could go on the Facebook Live. Shall I try that and see if anybody's out there? That would be amazing. I just thought, what do you do in an emergency? Answer Facebook Live. Yes, Scottie McClue on Facebook Live. Let's see what we can do here, guys. So there we are, Facebook. And now, how do we go live here? This could be absolutely amazing. I'm not sure how to do this from here, though. What does that do? Well, that's that. What does that do? The internet phone in. Wonderful stuff. I'm just going to see if it's possible to go live, guys. That would be quite amazing. All that. And we could bring lots and lots of other people in. What about that? Professional performance, all that sort of idea. I'm wondering if I can do it on this particular device. That would be amazing. How do you do that? Wonderful stuff. I'll just keep talking, guys. Just keep talking till we see what's what here. See if it's possible for me to go live on the old YouTube. Facebook Live streaming. Right. How do I do that? Anybody know how to do this? Anybody done this before? I've done it on the big stuff. I haven't actually done it on here. But it must be possible to do. Stories, reels. Just doing a bit of chat here, guys. Don't worry, just keep with me. See if it's possible for me to go live on the Facebook. That would be good. Or somewhere else. Maybe I could do it on the Twitch. That could be good as well. And just stick with me. Never give up. 83 is a good age, says Susan. My grandmother was 98 when she passed away. Susan, that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely. Wonderful stuff. Good one, Susan. Anybody know how do you go live? Is there some way we can go live? I might have to abandon this one and go live on something else. But I do like this. Oh, there we go. Now we are talking. That's lovely. Now we are talking. We'll only manage it for a few minutes, I would think, if we can get it going. But how good would that be? How amazing would that be? Oh, right. Right, guys, I'm just going to go live on the Facebook and see if anybody turns up. So we're starting a live broadcast on Scottie McClue's Facebook page. And we'll see what's what. Wonderful stuff. A very good evening to you all. If you've just joined us, you're watching Scottie McClue. We've been up for 45 minutes and we're live on the YouTube channel, Big Style. We had a problem with our TikTok platform tonight. That's good stuff. 2-hour show tonight, Scottie. F document. Are you not amazing? I would love to do a 2-hour show, but as I say, if we're minus a platform, so there you are. You celebrate their amazing lives, says David. David, you're absolutely. Professor Numpty Heed says, oh, you wrong 'un. Is that not a northeastern Numpty Heed? Numpty Heed, we're down tonight on the old... we haven't, anybody has joined us on the old... what do you call it? The TikTok platform. So we're on the YouTube. Everybody's on the YouTube tonight. Because a lot of people were on the TikTok as well. A good few thousand, actually. So don't underestimate the power of the phone-in and the power of McClue. There's a couple of people who have just joined us live on Facebook. Welcome, welcome. I say, lovely to have you with us. Leave us a comment if you've just joined us and tell us where you're watching from. That would be amazing because this is very much a last minute thing live. So if anybody's going on to Scottie McClue on Facebook, let me know if you can see the live popping up. Welcome, welcome to the people who are joining us there. You're watching Scottie McClue, and this is the big one. What does this do? I wonder. I maybe shouldn't start with things. Fantastic. That's that. I don't know what that is. Now, don't touch anything, McClue. That's that. So that's wonderful. Right. Susan says, power of attorney, only any good if you live long enough, says Magnus. The wife had one. She passed away 2 weeks ago at 68. She was, now it's the will to, 68 she was, now it's the will to get sorted. Very interesting, Magnus. Guys, you people are amazing. We put something out there and you come back with this tremendous feedback. Absolutely superb. Anybody know about power of attorney? Do let us know. Susan, what does the L stand for? LPA. Tell us about the L, please. Forgive my ignorance of golf. But it would be lovely to know what the L stands for. So if you're feeling brave there, do let us know. Tremendous stuff. I'm wondering if we can share this. How do we share? This is quite amazing. So what's that? Tap the show to feature the link during the live video. Oh, amazing. Wow. Guys, I think we have to explore some other platforms and maybe get some more sort of lasting power of attorney, Magnus. Thank you for that. You're educating not just McClue here, but the whole world. We love it. Fantastic stuff. Thank you very much for that. And send out the message. Yes, I will. We've just gone live on the YouTube channel, guys. If you're watching on, on the Facebook channel as well as the YouTube channel. So if you're watching on Facebook, a very, very warm welcome. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. I'm wondering how to share it. I'm getting a thumbs up on Facebook. Wonderful. DINKY-DOO. Yes, indeed. Scotty, it's a lawyer for power of attorney. So there we are. Right. Absolutely, David. So that's where it comes from. Out to our old legal ego friends. Tremendous stuff. And I'm just going to put thank you to everybody on the YouTube tonight because it's been superb. So kind of you all. Thank you. Sorry I'm a bit close tonight, and I apologize for my face. Not for the skin irritation, just for my face. We love it. We're getting numbers on the Facebook channel, guys. How lovely is that? DINKY-DOO. And a very warm welcome. If you're watching on Facebook, can you share, please? I'm just wondering how else you share it. I'm looking at all the different things here. I'm thinking, what means a share? But it's so lovely. If you've just joined us on Facebook, a very warm welcome. If you're wondering what on earth are we watching, you're watching Scottie McClue live. And it's the phone in. So feel free to give us a call. Wonderful stuff. Thank you. So I've just let everybody know on here to thank you for your wonderful feedback tonight. DINKY-DOO. Everybody on YouTube, can you make sure you have subscribed? The YouTube channel up until very recently was the world's best kept secret. So there you go. But fortunately, people are waking up and it's getting out there. Scottie McClue talk show. Well, sorry, what else were you actually expecting? We love all this. This is amazing. I'm going to see what I've got here. Oh, wonderful. There's text. So I could put in what's what. And what do I do here? What's this one do? I shouldn't be touching this, should I? Write a comment. So I'll put good evening. This is me. Good evening. Guys, this is me on the Facebook page. We had a problem on the TikTok tonight, so we've just gone on the Facebook. Good evening. There we are. Welcome, welcome. So you should have a comment there, and if you want to leave a comment down at the bottom, then please do. David McCafferty, we love you and your face. Woohoo! 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Davey, we love you and your face and your chat and your voice. 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. How lovely is that? DINKY-DOO. Would everybody on the YouTube channel mind sharing it right now? Just to tell 10 to tell 10. Who is this calling? You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
You may have heard of me, Scotty.
No, I doubt it. Numpty Heat. How lovely to hear you.
Aye.
Numpty Heat, what about losing a platform tonight?
What are you saying, Scotty?
What about losing a platform tonight?
Well, I'm pleased to hear that.
We've got an outage, so we're on the Facebook.
Aye. Well, that means you've got more time for the YouTubers.
I've got no end of time for the YouTubers. Eventually, it would be great to have everybody on the YouTube channel, but it'll take a wee while to get the word out there.
Indeed it will, Scotty.
There's the wonderful Neil O'Gormley has got me on Facebook.
Well, good for her.
Good for Neil.
What?
Good for Neil. And good for you. Were you know at Glastonbury tonight?
No, Scotty, I didn't go to places like that.
Is that no your thing?
No, my thing, Scotty.
Yeah.
Now listen to me, Scotty.
Listen to this before you start, right? F document says, I agree, David, which is lovely. And David says, yes, it's Numpty Heat. I love him. Woohoo!
And we love David. And David, my heart goes out to you, son.
Bless him.
Absolutely, we love our David. Now, Scotty, I want to ask you a question.
Go on, son.
Can you remember the last time I was on the sauce?
Long time since you've been on the sauce. Well, you know, saving up your money. You used to go, I think, did you take the dog for a pint?
The dog used to take me for a pint by accident.
John Donnelly says, legend, that Numpty Heat's on here.
Now, Scotty, listen, you know how there's all these people out there that like to be identified as cats and ducks?
Oh, yes, yes, it's called Big Stushy, because there was a video doing the rounds about a schoolboy arguing with a teacher, and the schoolboy was saying there are only two genders as far as he's concerned, male and female. Now, I think, well, no, if people want to identify, I mean, if you wanted to identify as a Numpty Heat, that would be absolutely fine. See, you know what McCLUE's like. We don't actually label anybody on here at all. So we just need to have a first name to call them. Can I say that Lady Sheila's just joined us on Facebook Live?
Hello, Sheila.
She says, Dinky-Doo, Scotty. Go on, son.
Now,
F document think you've been on the sauce.
I've not been on the sauce.
He says, Numpty Heat on the sauce again. Lol.
I was asking you.
You thought one of us must have been on the sauce.
Now, listen, aye. Well, I'd like to see if you can't beat them, join them, Scotty, because we'll end up being cancelled at the end of the day. So I'd like to be known as, wait for it, God.
Right, so you identify as God. Now, can I tell you?
I'll get crucified.
You'll get crucified in the end. You know, we'll all die in the end. But wait till I tell you this. Nobody gets out of life alive. Wait till I tell you this. Neil says, if I had £1 for every gender, I'd have £2, he says. So there you go. So that's how that's gone down with him. But if there was a boy lived up in the Western Isles, and he said he was 15 before he realized his name wasn't God. His father used to go at the door and say, God, would you come in here?
Well, there you go.
So there you are, you see. So you could, but if you identify as God,
I'll end up getting crucified.
No, but by the people, I mean, the churches would go berserk.
Okay.
You know, they'd go bananas because we'd be worshipping Numpty Heat.
What's wrong with that?
Well, no, listen, I've worshipped you first.
And I've worshipped you. See, it works both ways.
I don't actually have a problem with you at all.
Now, I've got one final question, Scott.
One final question, and then the game's up, because we'll need to go soon anyway.
Okay.
Why do you always leave it to the end of the show? John Donnelly says that would be high treason.
Right, listen, are you going to let me finish?
Well, we're trying to get you. I'm just giving you feedback. The nation, well, not just the one nation, all the nations are here.
Yes.
There's Sandy's just joined us. Sandy says, sorry I'm late, I get held up by a cyclist.
Now then.
Right, you finish.
Question.
Say your piece, my boy.
I've started, so let me finish.
Right,
please.
go on.
If you could fly to space, Scotty,
yes.
If you could, which direction would you go?
If you could fly to space, I would have thought you went up the way. Murray O'Donnell's wishing everybody night.
Oh, is he falling asleep?
Aye, the most generous man in the world, out with yourself as well, of course. Murray is so kind. Sorry.
Get yourself on Facebook Live, because the show's just started there.
Just started on Facebook Live, Murray. See if you can get on to McCLUE's channel. No, what I was going to say to you, Numpty Heat, is it no up the way? Or do you think space is down the way?
You can go up the way, down the way, across the way. You can go left, you can go right. Which direction would you go?
Well, here's Lady Sheila saying, as a senior priest, I wouldn't advise anyone identifying as God.
How no?
Well, she can't advise you because you're God.
Exactly. How dare she speak up to me like that?
I was going to identify as a conch, and then I would just lie on the beach and listen to the sea. Listen to the ocean.
Indeed you would. Indeed you would.
Numpty, I
listen.
think there was a song by Nina and Frederick. Can you go back that far?
Who did you say, Nina and Frederick?
Nina and Frederick, they were beautiful, soft singers. They brought out a Christmas hit called Little Donkey. Yeah, check out Nina and Frederick, and I'm sure the other side was Listen to the Ocean. So there you have it. I can't sing any more than that, but that's what was going on. I think. Anyway, there you are. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta, Numpty.
You too then, bye-bye.
Love you, bye-bye now. There we are. What an absolute top man. That's Numpty. Guys, what a wonderful supporter of the show. And night to the wonderful Murray O'Donnell. Thanks again for his tremendous generosity. I dear Numpty, says Lady Sheila. I believe when we pass on, we move over and look back and say, what was that all about? Lol. Found you again, Scotty. Sandy, amazing. We had a platform went down tonight, so we went on to the Facebook Live, and we've just been joined by all these beautiful people. Sadly, we are out of time. Can I say thank you for joining us and making it just, as always, an outstanding show and a superb show, and you just make it a great listen. Night to every single one of you. Hashtag stay fabulous, and we'll be back on when the TikTok goes live again. All you beautiful YouTubers, stick out your tongues and say ta-ta, ta-ta, ta-ta.